We're now ready for the closing remarks. You have 3 minutes each for closing remarks, and we will begin with Ms. Munsell.
Thank you very much. Now, I'd like to address an issue that we haven't spoken of in much detail tonight, and that's the issue of Social Security. I do believe it's important that we have a system that mandates that people save.
Mangopoulos?
Ladies and gentlemen, the choice is very clear. If you want a liberal, pick the better of the two liberals. Pick Debbie Stabenow. Susan Grimes Munsell is Stabenow light. She is not an alternative to Stabenow. She's just another liberal. Republican voters out there, if you want to replace Debbie Stabenow, don't waste your vote on Susan Grimes Munsell. I am the alternative to Debbie Stabenow. Now, let me say this. Your liberalism goes well beyond the abortion issue, Susan Grimes Munsell. I'm going to share with the voters right now that when you served in the State House, you had an opportunity to raise the income tax exemption for dependent children under the age of 7, and you voted no. You had the opportunity to take unspent state funds and reduce taxes, but you voted no. You voted to put them into the general fund and spend them. You had the opportunity to limit individuals receiving AFDC to 4 years eligibility. You voted no. You had the opportunity to prohibit state funding of the Tiger Stadium, you know, for the millionaires who play and own those teams, but you voted to use taxpayer dollars to support that. You had an opportunity to vote against tax funding of the desecration of the flag and pornography, but you didn't vote to prohibit that. You voted to use tax dollars for that purpose. Now let me tell you some of the things you did vote for instead of against. You voted for the power of the state to seize the property of individuals even when the state could not convict them of any crime. You voted for allowing the state to seize vehicles involved in littering. Can you imagine having your big fancy car taken away because someone threw a gum wrapper out the window, Susan Grimes Munsell? You voted for tax funding of the arts, and we can expect you to do that in Washington should we send you there. You'll be one of the biggest supporters of the NEA and Planned Parenthood and all that nonsense that the liberals want. And you also voted for affirmative action. You voted for quotas. Yes, you did. That was roll call 818. And also, this is unbelievable. I'm going to use my remaining minute. This is totally unbelievable. You voted to use tax dollars to provide abortion coverage in the insurance policies of people who work for higher education in Michigan. But then you turned around, Susan Grimes Munsell, and you voted against using state dollars to pay for vasectomies. I thought you wanted to prevent unwanted pregnancies. Or is it that you just never met an abortion that you didn't cheer over? Okay? You are against the ban on partial birth and infanticide. You're even for regulating the tanning industry, and you're for Kevorkianism. You are way out liberal. Way out liberal, and you're not a replacement for Debbie Stabenow. In my remaining moments, I want to say that the federal government today is 8 times the size it was in 1950, inflation adjusted. Is our country 8 times better? Is the federal government 8 times better? No, then get rid of these liberals and vote for me.
Thank you, Mr. Mangopoulos. Ms. Stabenow.
Thank you again for giving me the opportunity and the honor to represent you in Washington. Tonight we have discussed some important issues.
Thank you. This concludes the 8th Congressional Debate sponsored by Lansing Community College. We'd like to thank all the candidates for letting us get to know you a little bit better. Thank you for being here. I'd like to thank the panel over there from Lansing Community College. You did a great job. And you as the audience did a wonderful job. Thanks for being here. Everyone at home, thanks for tuning in. And most importantly, don't forget to go out and vote. It's November 3rd this year, Tuesday, November 3rd. That's the most important thing, is to go out and vote for the candidate you think will do the best job for you. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you all.
Whoa.